Dear students, you are the senior level student, fourth year final, BBA, honors in management. Today temperature is very high. It is now 34. So just I changed my location. I am now holding class in the front of the Department of Management. Today I am here to deliver my lecture regarding bank management. Actually we go through discussion as per the curriculum and the materials provided in the books. But actually, banking operations functions very rapidly changing. Today we are to discuss about commercial banks. Before that, I like to mention one thing, that is, well, I told you earlier, this is a virtual class. This program we launched as per the order from Ministry of Education, National University, and the advice from our Honorable Principal, Professor Jafar Ali. And you are being a student of business, being a student of management. Though we go through books as per the curriculum, but actually you need to go through, applied affairs. Different apps are there. Using Facebook, apps, Google, you can understand and can have a very vivid picture regarding the actual functions and operations of the banks and financial institutions. Today, commercial banks, we like to discuss. Commercial banks deals with the general banking operations. Side by side, it stresses upon the commercial operations to uphold trade, commerce and industrial activities and conditions of the country, economic conditions of the country. This is the role and functions of the commercial banks. And some comments of, say for the Professor Chambers, is an official or institution for keeping, lending and exchanging of money. At the same time, Mr. Roser, Professor Roser, banks which deals with the money or money sought with a view to earning profit is known as commercial banks. Actually, commercial bank or banking system has been entitled or spread almost all activities of for personal and daily life. What is the non-profit affairs from my side? That's maybe a commercial activities for banking side. So that functional operation may be commercial in nature. Commercial bank basically deals with the commercial activities and affairs. So general banking is done by them. When there is a question of lending money to a certain businessman, agriculturists, farmers, or for purchasing households, say for automobile, apartment, grocery, multiple items can be purchased by the clients or customers. In that case, commercial banks provides banking support, financial support to the clients, and clients can get purchased very easily. And there is a payment system is in installment, charging a certain percentage or certain rate of interest. So this is commercial bank and is widely spreading, and each and every parts and activities of our personal and daily life. Even the students are paying their college fees or school fees, that is for the banking channel. We are purchasing an automobile, yes, installment is paid to the bank. We are purchasing an apartment, receiving loan from the commercial banks. Yes, like this way, multi-varied. When industrialists are coming to set up industry, then the industrial loan is provided by the commercial banks. While we are going to develop our agriculture farming, then commercial banks are also providing and supplying loan and financial backup and support to that farmers or farm owner. Like the same way in terms of the export-oriented business, when the exporters are exporting their goods and services to the foreign countries, then they also receive financial backup by LC or by back-to-back LC. Okay. For this purpose, bank gets high rate of interest and service charges, and this high rate of interest and service charges are the main source of income of the commercial banks. Not collecting or procuring deposit and guaranteeing loans is not enough. Side by side, multiple avenues the commercial banks are now searching and providing services. It's now becoming the customer oriented, and with this orientation, commercial banks are earning a huge amount of money. Then the question arises, why? If the commercial banks are earning a huge amount of money as profit, then why they are failing? That is the different thing. That is because of malfunctioning, malpracticing by some of the miscreant clients. What they are doing, without any mortgage backup, they are taking a very huge amount of money as loan with the help of the near and dear directors of the banks or the political support and backup. This is a very tragic part from our side, and this is very much harmful for the overall development of the country. Anyway, it has some sort of the criteria. Features. Some features are there. I like to mention. There is number one. There is a formation. These commercial banks are formed as per the rules and regulations prescribed by the Ministry of Finance and the Central Bank of the country. The commercial banks is formed. Then the earning profit, yes, the very intention, the very goal and objective of the commercial bank is to earn profit. Bank is absolutely a business-oriented organization. If business-oriented organization, then to earn profit, to gather profit, to earn money is the main objective, and to increase this profit volume is also the goal. Then the ownership, commercial banks may be owned by the private sector or by the government. Yes, even the private sector, their share can be also circulated through the, stock exchange, owing permission from the Security Exchange Commission and Bangladesh Bank. Then factors of business. Like mentioned, the commercial bank is an institution which purchases and sells money and transaction other financial businesses of like nature. So, is money or money those some types of documents, instruments, they purchase it and sell it out at a higher rate of interest, higher rate of service charge. Then collection of the savings, sanction and short-term loan. Yes, as commercial bank collects savings amount or deposits, then they also lend it at a high rate of interest or multiple service charges included there also. Creation of medium of exchange. Obviously, commercial banks, a very important thing is this, to develop medium of exchange. Suppose the bill of exchange, promissory note, etc., such type of medium of exchange they create. Bank draft, check, card, check, letter of credit, all these things. Then the risks, obviously, banking system is now under threat and risk, yes, because of the non-professional owners and management as holding the responsibility of the commercial banks. They are giving and disbursing a huge amount of money as a loan to their near and dear ones. As a result, due to non-professionalism, banks are not able to that much earn profit. This is non-profiteering atmosphere may sometimes destroy the overall banking system. Then the branch banking is as per the necessity and requirement of client. This branch banking system may sometimes may be positive and sometimes may be very much harmful. To mitigate these challenges, bank management has to think how far, how much they will be able to mitigate to control, to monitor the branches so that the branch will be able to work very effectively, smoothly, and the right way of functioning. Then question of management. Yes, the management not only from the owner side but also the administrative side. There is a very technical and very important thing from the side of the management. If the management is not professional in nature, if the management is amateur, then banks may collapse. And this is the main reason for fall of banking system in Bangladesh, basically in the private-owned banking systems. This is the question because professionalism needs to be stressed. If professionalism is not stressed, then the bank will be not effectively able to run its operations and functions to attain the goals and objectives of the organization. So, bankers must be skilled, efficient, and they should know only the one thing, the greater interest of the bank and its operations, nothing otherwise. Though there is a problem between the bank and the banking administration and with the policy makers, the governing, board of directors. This is the real problem. There may remain a contradiction, and that contradiction will create havoc for the overall development of the bank. And another burden is there, that is the politicizing. Yes, over politicizing effort and activities in so many cases creating problem. Then scheduled bank, scheduled banks must be scheduled. They should have to get permission from the central bank. Not otherwise the bank can't operate, can't function. Okay. Then service-oriented organization. Yes, generally says banks are the service-oriented organization. They are to provide multifaceted services to their clients. If not so, the banks will not be able to continue its operations and functions. A huge amount of money as a profit they can gather. But why? These are all coming from the clients. These are all coming from the general people. So there is a moral responsibility from the bank side to perform or to do something for the welfare and development of the common people, or general people, or general interest of the country. That's all. So it's a service-oriented organization, so many people says, but actually it's profit-oriented. And to continue its profit, it needs to provide some sort of support and cooperation to the clients also. Anyway, the next point we like to discuss, that is regarding what is the objectives of commercial bank. Objectives of commercial banks, very initially I told it. The main objective is to do business. Doing business with the clients. Yes, by receiving deposits and granting loans. This is the prime thing for banks, basically for the commercial banks. And the difference between interest and that is the profit. No, it's not so simply this way profit cannot be earned. Also, there is a question of operating expenditure. We need to deduct operating expenditure from the difference. At the same time, what we need, the banks are also gathering huge amount of service charges. And this service charges is a great source of earning profit, developing profit or increasing profit volume. That is the thing. Anyway, the number one objective is to earn profit. Yes, I told it earlier. To earn money, to earn profit, to gather profit is the very prime objective. And then the collecting savings. Yes, banks has to collect savings from the different multifaceted clients. It may be from the students, it may be from the teachers, it may be from the business people, it may be from the retired persons, it may be from the other banking organizations, it may be from the different financial institutions, it may be from the different government, non-government organizations, all from the FDI source. So they have to collect, they have to procure, savings. Then carrying capital, with these collecting savings, they have to form a capital. And this is collecting simply, deposits from the clients is not enough. There are so many multiple sources are there for the banks and for the financial institutions to collect, to procure savings. And the creation of medium of exchange. I told it earlier, by checks, bills, hundi, credit card, draft card, bill of exchange, letter of credit, back-to-back LC, all these things. This may create medium of exchange. Then supplying of money, if necessary, bank can supply our finance or can provide loan facilities to the government even to mitigating the government political declaration. Then granting loan and investment. Yes, bank has to grant loans and investment for their clients. Not only this, investment is now the concept of investment is multiple in nature. Banks may invest their money even to another bank also, or any other leasing company or the financial institutions. Like this, a bank can go for investment with a high rate of interest. This is the more benefiting for the banks. Then, maintaining security of money. Yes, banks has to assure, banks has to confirm the security of the depositor's fund. Yes, banks has to ensure, yes, I am taking this deposit from you, but you should be confirmed and you are ensuring you in no way this will be distorted. Okay. And then the regional development. No, it's not merely question of the regional development for the overall development of the socio-economic development of the country. Industrial development, agricultural development, trading development. This is very important thing. Then, removing property. Banks may finance by SME loan or small business loan, or for agricultural loan, bank can provide support and cooperations to the small parties. So that is the very much effective and benefiting for the banking organization, for the general people, for the general clients, so that they will be inclined and interested to get loan and receiving who form their fund. Okay. Then economic development. For the better sustainable economic development and political declaration of the political government, bank extends its cooperation in overall. For that, the overall, just like a lifeblood of a country, bank funds it, bank cooperates, bank positively suggests, bank works as the advisor to the investors, so that a nice way, blood circulation, like bank may provide financial backup to the small or giant or medium level investment sector. So this is the situation. In the next class I will go for discussing the functions of commercial bank. No more today. And very good luck, very nice afternoon. You just see the green field, trees and the flowers are very fine and beautiful, very cute flower like my students. The color of this flower is like my students. Very gorgeous color, very luxury color. And there is also a garden. You just see in the corridor the nice trees, and the birds are now flying. Birds are now flying, and so many beautiful buildings are here, luxury buildings with nice elevation. This is the great Mohammadpur Kendriya College. It's class by itself. Excellent. And excellence is our choice, okay? Thank you very much. I wish your best. Good luck.